Harris incites Trump. Biden talks. President Joe Biden made his first comprehensive comments regarding the historic events that led to his resignation as Democratic nominee in an interview with CBS' Robert Costa. A few highlights. On his two primary reasons for resigning, House and Senate Dem candidates' vulnerability and his promise to be a transitional figure. We had polls showing a neck-and-neck race, down to the wire. However, other Democratic House and Senate colleagues feared I would hurt them in the campaigns. I worried that would be the topic if I stayed in the race. You'd be asking me about why Nancy Pelosi said, and I felt it'd be a distraction, number one. Number two, when I ran first, I considered myself a transition president. My age is unknown. I have trouble saying it. But things moved so fast, it didn't happen. I still think maintaining democracy is a serious concern. But I believed it was vital, because, although it's a great honor to be president, I think I have a commitment to the country to do what I think is the most important thing you can do, which is beat Trump. On his health and doubts about campaigning. I can just say, watch. All done. Due to illness, I had a terrible argument day. But I have no major issues. I spoke to friend government, Josh Shapiro. We must win my home state, Pennsylvania. I'm organizing a Pennsylvania campaign visit with him. I'll campaign in other states. I'll do whatever Kamala believes will help best. The Harris proposal triggers Trump. Kamala Harris announced a new policy at a Las Vegas event Friday night. Harris told her campaign's estimated 12,000 supporters, "When I am president, we will continue our fight for working families of America, including to raise the minimum wage and eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers." More from Nevada Independent. Bloomberg says Nevada has the highest share of food service and accommodation workers in the U.S. Taxing tips is a major concern. Trump targeted tip-dependent workers at a Vegas event in June with the same idea, which has become a staple of his talks. He disliked Harris co-opting the topic. According to Truth Social, Kamala Harris, whose honeymoon phase is ending and is starting to lose polls, replicated his no taxes on tips policy. She won't do it, she wants it for politics. Trump's idea, she has no ideas, only steals from me. Since so much of the political discourse is about Republicans anxious about Trump's lack of discipline against a more dangerous adversary, we sampled Trump's feed overnight and this morning. A no-tips suggestion from Harris seemed to set him off. Trump posted more stuff while you slept. The first debate with Kamala Harris, for President of the United States of America, will be with Fox News on September 4, 2024, live from beautiful Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Trump said. David Muir will anchor the second debate on Fake News ABC, home of George Slopadopoulos, in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on September 10, 2024. Lester Holt will anchor the third debate on NBC in Grand Rapids, Michigan, on September 25, 2024. Details to follow. I hope to see Kamala at all three debates. DJT. Actually, Harris only consented to the ABC debate on September 10. The failing New York Times, run by a radical left gang of lunatics, is losing subscribers at a record rate, Trump wrote. Their polling and stories about me are highly inaccurate. The context: Trump evidently didn't like the Times article about the worst 3 weeks of his campaign this week. Great visit to Montana and Wyoming, where I am leading big, and Colorado, whose radical left governor has gone to all mail-in voting, making the state a political cesspool where, even if you led, it would make no difference. President Trump posted. The context: Republicans are using a well-funded and aggressive mail-in ballot this year and have repeatedly requested Trump to stop disparaging it. A great victory for justice, release the J6 hostages. Trump insisted. The context: a supporter tweeted a screenshot of a late June tweet commenting on the Supreme Court's Fisher decision, which said the DOJ could not prosecute a January 6 defendant under the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002's section on obstructing any official proceeding. Trump's support for inmates convicted in the January 6 Capitol riot is a source of GOP division. A 2021 paper criticizing Georgia's voting machine security. The context: Republicans have often suggested that Trump's attacks on Georgia's election system cost him the state by 12,000 votes in 2020. In an editorial, The Wall Street Journal noted that Trump's claim that the November election was stolen cost Republicans 2 Senate seats in January 2021. Republican counties had lower turnout. Why vote if your candidate promises your ballot won't count? The Iranian government hacked one of our many websites, which is never a good thing, Trump stated. Context: Alex Eisenstadt explains. Outlier or trend to watch? Kamala Harris is more trusted than Donald Trump on the U.S. economy, FT reporter Lauren Fedor and Eva Schau wrote. The FT Michigan Ross poll finds Democratic candidate leading on the subject for first time in over a year. Good Sunday morning. Thanks you reading Playbook. Contact Rachel Bade, Eugene Daniels, Ryan Lizza.